Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be as snappy and as quick as possible, and it's going to be about why guinea pigs shouldn't be put into deep water. So as some of you regular viewers will know, I did make a video on this previously, but I've decided to remake a quicker one with 10 reasons why we shouldn't put them into deep water, because I want to make it as quick as possible. The other video is great and it does explain everything, but people tend to click on it and immediately write a very hurtful comment without actually watching it. So I feel that if I make a quicker one, more people might watch it and more people might understand why it's dangerous to put guinea pigs in such deep water. So first of all, can guinea pigs swim? Yes, they can swim. This is basically for defence only. Guinea pigs, if they're placed in deep water, will naturally tread water to survive. It's an instinct. It's not swimming like we do for enjoyment or for exercise and fitness. They will swim if they're placed in water to survive, like most animals will. If they're placed in a dangerous atmosphere or environment, they will naturally try and avoid death. So for guinea pigs being put in deep water, they'll have to tread water to survive, and that is the only reason why they can swim. In a natural habitat, guinea pigs wouldn't swim unless they have to survive, like I've already mentioned, and in your environment at home as a pet, they shouldn't be forced to swim because it can cause a lot of health issues and premature death, which I'm going to speak about now. So number one, guinea pigs being forced to swim in deep water is very stressful for them. They are easily affected by stress, and it can cause a lot of other health issues because of stress being such a severe thing for a guinea pig. They're very small, very fragile, and a lot of stress put on them, not just with putting them in deep water, but other things like, for example, forcing to dress them up, things like that can cause a lot of stress. But with putting them in deep water, it can cause a lot of stress and can cause further health issues which you don't want. Number two, it's very, very tiring for them. They have only got little muscles, they're only treading water to survive, so putting them in this deep amount of water for a long period of time, I've seen a lot of videos putting them in the water, and once they climb out, putting them back in and forcing them again. It's very, very tiring for them, and this could cause them to drown and have very tired muscles, which could cause joint issues and lots of other issues connected with their joints and their legs and everything like that. So it's really not worth putting them in at all, especially not for a long period of time. Number three, guinea pigs being in the water, and especially in very deep water, can easily swallow the water. This can then go into their lungs, and water in their lungs is very, very serious. It can cause premature death and a lot of not only stress, like I mentioned, point one, it can cause a lot of serious issues, and this is bound to happen. Like, as a human, when you're in the water goes in your mouth very easily, and it will also do this with guinea pigs as well. Number four, guinea pigs can easily develop a pneumonia. This is life-threatening for a guinea pig. It is pretty rare for a guinea pig to get out of pneumonia, and very, very life-threatening. They will most likely pass away. Guinea pigs do hide their illnesses. They are prey animals. They'll hide their illnesses as much as they can, so they might seem fine, and you might find them passed away in their cage the very next day. So pneumonia can easily be caused by putting them and forcing them to swim in deep water. Number five, the water can cause a variety of infections. If your guinea pigs have open wounds, then the water getting into that, if you're putting them in a swimming pool and there's chlorine, or if there are products in the pool, if it's a paddling pool and the water's been out and it's stale water that's been out for a few days, it can cause so many issues. There are germs that will not only cause infections and open wounds, but will cause infections in other areas. If your guinea pig's got sensitive skin, it can infect and inflame the skin, and the variety of infections are definitely not worth risking with the water, because it will cost you a lot of money to get the creams and antibiotics to get rid of the infections. Number six, extreme temperature change is a serious, also life-threatening again, issue with guinea pigs. They are very, very sensitive and, like I've already mentioned, very fragile. And extreme temperature change can also give them pneumonia and other symptoms and other illnesses. And if it's a really warm day and you're putting them in this freezing cold water, and vice versa, if it's a fairly cold day or an average day and you're putting them in freezing water or warm water, suddenly it's going to give them body shock, and this is like with people, it can cause a lot of very, very serious issues. Number 7, their breathing is affected when they're swimming. Their breathing will change because of the different environment they're in. They're having to tread water, which is very tiring for them and is causing their breathing to be much deeper and much harder to do. And those of you who have asthma, putting a guinea pig in a deep pool to swim and tread water continuously for a long period of time is like having a bit of an asthma attack. It's hard for them to breathe, very distressing, and eventually could cause them to stop breathing completely, and obviously could also cause them to drown. Number 8, this is a very obvious one, but I've purposely mentioned it because this is the one that people will say, oh, it's fine because the guinea pig's being held and they haven't drowned. However, even though drowning is a big deal, it's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is all the health risks I've mentioned. However, drowning is still very, very common with putting a guinea pig in a deep pool. Eventually their muscles will become tired, their lungs will fill with water, they will be drinking the water, it will be affecting their breathing, it will be affecting their muscles, and it will be stressing them out. They will eventually drown, and you will feel very guilty, I'm sure. Number 9, wet coats. Now, when you get your guinea pigs out the pool and they will seem fine, like I say, they're prey animals, they will hide illnesses, and their illnesses might not develop for a few weeks or a few months, but their wet coats, if they're not dried properly, again, temperature changes is also a big deal with this, but if they're not dried properly, then you've got a serious issue here. This can also further develop infections, pneumonia, and all of the things that I've mentioned just by having a wet, damp coat. Number 10 is the biggest thing, and hopefully you by now have decided not to do this and put them in deep water, but number 10 is cruelty. It really is cruel to force any animal to swim, even those animals that can and do like to swim. Dogs, for example, some dogs love to go in water and swim, but even forcing a dog to swim, putting them or throwing them in water and forcing them to go in there is cruel, and definitely doing this to guinea pigs is very cruel. It's not a natural thing for them. They don't enjoy it, and I know a lot of people say to me, you can't say they know that they don't enjoy it because how do you know? One person even told me that their guinea pig used to smile when they put them in the swimming pool. You have no idea if they are enjoying it or not enjoying it, that's true, but by their body language and by the health risks concerned with putting them in deep water, I really personally believe that they don't enjoy it, and any guinea pig owner and any vet will tell you the same, and naturally they really don't enjoy swimming in a very deep pool. And forcing anyone to do this, if you're a person that doesn't enjoy swimming, can you imagine being forced to swim? It really, really is cruel. So there you go, there's 10 reasons why we shouldn't put guinea pigs in deep water and force them to swim. You can, however, bath a guinea pig, and they do tend to need it every once in a while. Not very often. I bath my males maybe a couple of times a year, if that, but I've got a video on bathing guinea pigs. If that helps you, I'll link it in the description box, and it'll give you tips on how to bathe them safely. Hopefully this has helped you out, and hopefully you will decide not to put them into such a deep pool. It really is important not to, and like I always say, I always describe it as you wouldn't put armbands on a child and put them in a pool of poison and say it's okay because they've got armbands. It's like that. I always say that's what it's like with guinea pigs and putting them in a pool because of the health risks and concern and things like that. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, please leave them down below. Please try not to be hurtful because I really am just trying to advise and help you. At the end of the day, they're your guinea pigs. You need to decide what is best for them, and as a good guinea pig owner, I would hope that you would follow the advice and not put them in such deep water. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.